Hello everyone, this is Vicky Huang from the BayStreetGroup. As we know that due to the shortage of the land, we don't have too much opportunity to build the great master planned community in Toronto. Today we are here with Ryan Rabinovich, the President, Pre-Construction Sales for the PSR Brokerage, to discuss more details about this exciting master planned community, Galleria On The Park. Hi Ryan, how are you?
Hello Vicky, how are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Yeah. So before we start, how about you give us a brief introduction about yourself and your company?
Sure. So my name is Ryan Rabinovich. I'm the President of Pre-Construction Sales at PSR. We've been around for about 11 years now, representing a variety of projects for a variety of developers all across Toronto and the GTA.
Why do you think Galleria On The Park is such a unique project?
That's a great question. There's a variety of things at play here when you're talking about a master plan community. In Galleria, those elements are a significant residential component, affordable housing component. There's of course a brand new community center. It's going to be one of the largest ones in the GTA. There's an 8-acre park. And there's going to be a significant retail component with 300,000 square feet of retail. So when you combine all of those elements together, you can create something really special with longevity.
For those who are not quite familiar with annexed community, could you please share more with us about the project location and the community here?
Sure. So first of all, Galleria On The Park borders Annex and Wallace Emerson. Both are really well-established community. And part of the process to get Galleria approved and accepted by the community was to really integrate the community into the development process. So we had, and the developers had, over 40 public consultation meetings with various stakeholders in the community to make sure that Galleria On The Park is representative of what the community is today and enhances the quality of life within the community in the future.
We all know that Elad, Canada is famous for its North York Master Planned Community, Emerald City, which are developed in the past decade. Could you please tell us more background story about the what's the mastermind behind the Galleria Park?
Of course. So Elad, Canada is actually part of the Elad conglomerate, and Elad is a multinational company. They have offices in Israel, in Florida, in New York, and of course in Toronto. Their company, their whole company is valuated at just over $1.8 billion. Galleria On The Park, which is their second master plan community. And Elad has been keeping active. They've already bought land for their third master plan community that's in development currently. Again, another master plan community in North York that will launch next year. So Elad is here to stay, and because they're so big, you would rarely see Elad do one standalone project.
What are some highlights for the buildings at the Galleria On The Park, and what kind of amenities offered, and what kind of experience should our buyers expect to live in the Gallerias On The Park?
That would include an full outdoor garden in the first phase. It includes an outdoor pool and lounges. It includes a fitness area with a separate area for yoga and a separate area for cardiovascular training. It includes a games room. It includes cooperating working spaces and party rooms and chef's kitchen. And so we've really tried to think of everything that's needed, including elements for young families in a form of children's playroom that are fully monitored, and smart technology is integrated in the building throughout, all in an effort to bring the neighbors together and allow them to interact and really create a community within this master plan community.
What unit types you offered for the Galleria On The Park, and approximately square footage of the units?
So there's a handful of studios in the building, but for the most part you're looking at one bedrooms that are anywhere between 5 and 540 square feet. For the most part. One bedroom and dens are approximately 550 to 650 square feet. Two bedrooms are starting at 650 square feet and go up from there. And then of course we have 3 bedrooms as well, because we're trying to welcome families to the community. and those will start generally at around 800 square feet.
Mm-hmm. And what will be approximate pricing range?
I think the developer will price it incredibly competitively, likely 25 to 30% less than prices in the downtown core, which presents a ton of value for investors.
We all know that buying the pre-construction, if we buy in the first phase of the master planned community, is always at the low risk, because it always aligns with the developer's strategy to increase the price later on. And where else do you see the value in this Galleria on the Park?
Wow, that's a really well thought through question, because typically developers do price the first phases of a master plan community a little bit less than what they anticipate future phases to be priced at. In a master plan community, that gets intensified by not only appreciating because of general market conditions, but it gets intensified because you have tens and sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars in infrastructure investments happening right at the bottom of your building. So you see all of the brown is the retail component.
Yeah.
300,000 square feet, okay? All of the green and the yellow is the residential component, almost 3,000 units. Mm-hmm. The yellow buildings are the first ones we're launching. We're launching the north first, we sell that, we're launching the south, okay?
Yeah.
The 8-acre park, which is massive, Vicky, obviously.
Yeah.
So to give you context on the scale,
yeah,
just our park alone is larger than the entire footprint of the
Oh.
That's just our park. But I've done a little bit of research. Here's something that I thought of, and I call it the pre-construction condo investment gap. The narrower the gap, the more likely you are to do much better on the pre-con side. But if you look at this is one of the narrowest gap you're gonna see. It's trading whatever, all that stuff is trending at 35 to 45% gap, right?
Yeah.
We know this. Anything that you look at will be 25 to 45%. This is one of the narrowest gaps in the city for this phase. There's a crazy amount of demand here and literally no supply. I'm telling you, Vicky, anyone that buys into this community in 4 years, they're gonna thank you.
What are the important dates for our most anticipated projects? And what are some VIP incentives for us at the Platinum Brokerage?
Okay, so we're talking about this so early, obviously, with you being one of our close partners. We can't actually share information about the incentives yet, just because the developer hasn't signed off on them. But the important dates to know are we're formally launching the project to the VIP community on September 10th.
This is for today's interview. Our BayStreetGroup is one of the platinum brokerage for the Galleria on the Park. If you have any more questions, please contact the BayStreetGroup agent for the more information. Thanks for watching.